On this week's episode, we would like to apologise for the many failures we had last week.
Yes, it has been brought to our attention that we are silly buggers.
We just, look, we were drunk
We
last
were
week.
drunk. I blame it on the Aperol.
Yeah, and all we had was 2, and it went straight to my head. And then suddenly we're spouting all this nonsense about, to be quite frank, like it's amazing you even got an episode last week.
Honestly. Honestly though.
It was wild. So we got to just clear up that
things.
Hanging Rock isn't anywhere near where we are. It's not on the way from Wollongong or anything.
The one that the reference is toward is in Victoria.
Yeah, it's actually Victoria.
Whoops.
Yeah, and AS6 is going to be on Stan. Sorry for panicking, everyone. It is. I literally Googled it afterwards, and yeah, they have a whole press release about how it's like a 2-episode launch thing on Stan.
Right. So, yep, ignore that.
But, that was just, we were just having a discussion about Paramount.
Exactly.
So that was fine.
And we nearly got out of having to watch it.
Yes. and it's a topographic map. Thank you. That's what we were talking about.
Oh.
I actually don't know what that was in reference to, but we were
I
talking
don't want to, yeah.
Let's not go there.
What were we talking about?
I can't remember.
Okay.
But we were talking about topographic maps, and we didn't use the word topographic.
Oh, no, I forgot.
Oh, no. So I guess we haven't got any better.
Yes.
Welcome to this week's episode.
Welcome to the episode. Roll titles.
Hello, welcome to Tuck
Hi.
Me Dead.
Welcome to what week is this?
I honestly don't know. Week 6? 6. It's episode 6.
I thought you were going to week first. I was like, no, please tell me that we've done a few of these. This hasn't been one big nightmare.
It is episode 6 of Drag Race Down Under.
Yes.
How you feeling?
In general, or
yeah, I guess.
how am I personally? Well, I'm actually kind of tired, but
yeah.
No, episode. I liked the challenge this week.
Yep.
But I'm absolutely devastated.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely devastated.
True. I think it's a good point to preface this with that I personally just don't care about the rest of the season now.
Yeah,
because
a little
everyone
bit.
I was there for has gone.
We've
lost everyone.
It's like they listened to the podcast, went back in time, and then just eliminated any queen. We were like, yeah, we like them.
Wait, they like that one. Destroy.
Get rid of them.
Honestly, no offense to the other queens, but I was there for Electra. I was there for Etc. I was there for Maxi.
Yep.
All gone.
Jojo.
Coco. I was there for all of them.
Yeah.
And they're all gone.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
what do?
I mean, and literally, I know a lot of some of our friends personally are they want an Australian queen to win.
Yeah, right.
But I'm honestly going for the 2 New Zealand girls.
Right, yeah.
Because they're honestly right now, I'm like,
They are the ones who are smashing it.
they're also just fun.
Mm-hmm.
They're not too shady.
Yeah.
And I think they're really fun and sweet.
Yeah. And then I feel like it's all aiming to be Karen and Art will be in the top 2, will be the top 2. But it's but they're not showing that. They're not giving us, Art is kind of,
but Karen
even then,
is
they're
just
still.
Yeah. So
that's how I feel.
Yeah, you don't really have much choice for your faves anymore.
No.
So we've stopped having favourites, I guess.
Yeah. So the last 2 episodes have been devastating.
Yeah, literally. No wonder I am tired. I am depressed.
Yeah. It's just depression, babe.
Yeah, jeez Louise. This sucks.
Yeah.
I'm going home. See ya.
Bye. No, so yeah, Etc. goes home. Writes a cute little message on the mirror. That was actually a really cute moment, actually.
Yeah, that was.
All the queens coming in, and then, because, they get competitive and bitchy, and there had been a couple of moments in, was it that previous episode or the one before, where Etc. was very I'm not shady, and then everyone's like, yeah, you are, bitch. And just it was a little bit tense.
Yeah.
And then it was nice to actually have them all come in and be like, oh, actually, she's the future of the human race, I think is what Karen said. Which I was like, yes, agreed.
I liked that, we got to see that, they all do love each other, even if they're being shady and didn't know it.
Yeah. And then, yeah, so even in that point as well, I think Electra was feeling pretty cocky. Like, she's, like, going really well.
Her first win, so.
Her first win.
Yeah.
And then once again, we had the same storyline as we have every week, which is Karen going, oh, I'm just not doing as well. Because I think in that moment she realized that she was like, wait, so I was in the bottom? And you're like, yeah,
girl.
You were, technically.
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah, because she was like, oh, wait, are we ranking people? And it's like, well, yeah, if we're going to rank it and you were safe, but you, like, weren't a winner or like one of the top people, then you kind of are in the bottom. That's kind of how math works. I mean, I dropped maths in year 10, but that is how math works.
Yeah, girl, and you work in finance. You should be on top of
that. Yeah, that was a much better joke. Can we stop? I'll say that one. Oh, I totally forgot it. She was even from finance. That's great. And then we had, weirdly, although I don't know how you feel about this.
Okay, go on.
Auntie Donna.
Yeah, I was excited because I was like, whoa, it's Auntie Donna. That's really funny. Yeah. I recently was like having a chat about them. In fact, about what if they're like our next Eurovision entrance.
Oh,
yes,
they
do
a
lot of like
skits
and songs, blah, blah, blah.
That was a little bit of a thing online that Auntie Donna, had tweeted at SBS and Eurovision being like, hey, us for next year.
Yeah.
And then they were like, SBS was playing along with it. So I was like, maybe they should. I mean, we wouldn't win, but...
No, but...
It'd kind of give you like a
different look into Australian talent.
I mean, it would be meme-worthy.
Yeah, literally. It'd be like, oh, we finally have like a kind of a joking entrant.
Yeah.
You know, some other countries, I don't know how serious they are, but
well, that's a good point. Like, you go, oh, it's a joking entrance, like, no, and like they're like fully serious. They're like, no. These women churning butter, that was a serious piece of art. It's like, no, it wasn't, babe.
Yeah. But yeah, so I was like, that's fun. I wasn't like fucking Scarlett Adams, like, oh my God. I'm more excited over them for like than Danny Minogue.
Yeah, like, what's that about?
Queen. Showing your age.
We're just adding a list of things that are wrong about Scarlett as we're going, you know. But
yeah, it did feel very random. Obviously, if you didn't know who Auntie Donna were, you'd react exactly like Electra Shock did, which her face was just like, what the fuck is going on?
The New Zealand queens had no idea what that was.
They had no idea.
I don't even think some of the Australian queens really...
Maxine,
anyway.
Bless her heart, she's standing in the corner like, she clearly has no idea what's going on. But she's just like, oh, okay. Oh,
yeah, like literally, if you go back and you pause on that shot of them all looking, everyone's face is so unique and so funny.
Yeah.
Because, like you say, Maxie's like that. The one I noticed was Art looked like she knew them, but just was like, I don't, like wasn't impressed.
Yeah.
Karen was a bit like,
yeah.
And yeah, the New Zealand queens had no idea what the fuck was going on.
And bless Kida was kind of like Maxie in the sense of, she was just like, oh, this is kind of cool. And I'm like, oh, girl, you're so sweet.
But also, I feel like a bit weird, like, I don't know. I got the joke being like, oh, they don't understand because they don't actually know what they're doing this for. Yeah. But I'm like, I kind of hate those jokes. I'm like, if you're going to be on like, I don't know, a show, it just feels a bit cheap. It feels a bit like, oh, we don't know what we're doing. And it's like, you could have just done a joke that referred to the actual show then.
Yeah, true.
And then it's not just like a weird, I don't know. That's how I feel.
It's a bit of a Joel McHale vibe of just, if you don't know what to do, just start yelling things.
Yeah. Joel McHale, we hate you.
That's so strange.
But yeah, I've never seen any Auntie Donna except for their most, I want to say most infamous video, the Pud video.
Oh,
right?
the Pud, yeah. If you don't know who Auntie Donna is, basically they are just like a comedy skit and musical group that just post a bunch of stuff to YouTube. That's all. Yeah, it's all started very on YouTube, well made as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And then they now have a show on Netflix.
Yeah, so I feel like the Americans probably do know who they are maybe now. I feel like they kind of got a bit of notoriety through being on Netflix now.
True.
Which was one comment, which I don't know why we're going into this, but let's go there anyway.
Go on.
It was like this kind of comment that a lot of like content creators in Australia get kind of shitty when they get stuff on Netflix and then they finally get discovered and everyone's like, oh, these new people. And it's like, actually, they've existed for years.
Yeah.
So the same thing happened with Auntie Donna again. It's like the only way they became famous was because Netflix was like, oh, we're going to give you a show. Yeah, and now it's like, oh, have you heard of these people? It's so new. It's like, well, actually, they've existed forever.
Yeah.
And it's almost like the Australian audience doesn't go, oh, we know these people and love them until Netflix tells them, oh, you're supposed to love this now. And so I think people like actors, anyone who produces stuff here, comedians, get really shitty being like, oh yeah, could have been successful here in Australia if you ever paid attention, but no, you just listen to what Daddy Netflix tells you to watch.
That's a really good point to make, and I think that happens a lot, even like in like the music industry, as well, where it's like brand new artists, blah blah blah, and it's like, oh, they've actually been working for years, to like get to the point where they've made a song that you're taking notice of,
and like we're all guilty of it as well.
Oh, absolutely,
like 100% everything I like. Actually, speaking of music, 100% everything I like musically is just Spotify going, have you seen this before?
And
I'm like,
this?
and then I get to like come to parties and be like, oh yeah, you know this band? Oh, they're so indie.
Oh yeah, I discovered them.
It's like, no, Spotify's like algorithm discovered it.
Yeah.
And then through some kind of
It
money
literally put you in a
deal
box
promotion.
with like other people.
Yeah.
And like you're not unique, babes.
Nah.
You're probably in a list of thousands.
No
of
one's
people.
unique.
No one's unique. No one's original. And then actually, point you can make, it could fall onto the drag queens as well.
Yep.
Because
that's how I feel about this.
The show is, is like, these are the next drag queens that you have to care about.
Yep.
Even though like you may not have known them before, or cared about them before.
Well, that's a good point. So yeah, they would have been working for years, all this stuff. Maxi Shield, is like 100? Like he's probably done so many drag shows. I've got to be mean to him now because I'm too nice to him. And yeah, I feel like I get a bit of that like now they're going to be on the like in the American kind of sphere. Now everyone's going to be like, oh, these queens. But actually I'm interested because I feel like they haven't had that much impact yet. I was expecting to get so many more followers. Yeah. And it looks a little bit like, I mean, we have American listeners, so clearly there are Americans listening, watching the show. Yeah. But like, it just seems, from my little peek at Twitter, it looks like Americans haven't really got around to watching it yet.
Yeah, that's right.
So this week, Bob the Drag Queen started watching it.
Yeah, okay.
And then there was all these Americans, or maybe not Americans, but people replying underneath being like, oh yeah, I got to start watching that. Yeah, right. And I think they literally then, because Bob the Drag Queen was like, oh my God, this thing happened, they were all like, oh, should we watch this? Yeah. It was like really weird. So anyway, I feel a little underappreciated. Check up in like a couple of weeks, see. So maybe they'll get more famous soon.
More followers. I think it's kind of similar to, because it's, I don't know, in my brain I'm like, yeah, the Down Under thing kind of falls into the category of like, I guess when like Holland came out, like it was a big thing. It was very exciting. Like heaps of people watched it, but it wasn't like, because like I feel like some of this, like the other country spin-offs feel like the side seasons. Yeah. When like the main season is the American one and that's the one you got to watch. Yeah. Like, oh, who cares about the other ones?
And it's like,
well, like,
no, but like, own ones. Yeah.
Watch us too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at our drag queens.
I just feel like, I get that vibe. I feel like we're being the Australian drag race is being underappreciated at the moment. Anyway, we got way off.
And we're also like, this season sucks.
Well, yeah, but we've got to support it because, because like JoJo tweeted, was like, I know we've had this whole blackface thing and everything's going terribly wrong on this season, but like, you need to support the show so we keep getting seasons.
And she's like, I just want to jump out of a box like Shangela.
Yeah, it's so funny. And she should.
Bring her back.
Bring back JoJo. That's all and Coco. And I just want to
bring back everyone that's gone home.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just done. Anyway, we got really sidetracked.
We did.
The mini challenge this week was that game where the hot men have things in their underwear.
What did you think of the pit
really
crew?
Tall man?
Oh my God, he was stunning.
Okay, so they did these weird shots where they kind of like, they were looking into the camera and then they would pan down to the underwear, obviously, for the game. But then he came on screen and he just like stared into my soul.
I know. I was like, oh, is this like glass? Is the TV glass? Like, am I looking directly into this man?
He saw into my soul. He saw my past, my story, my trauma.
Your future.
And he said, everything's going to be okay.
That's with his very white teeth.
And then I came a little.
Oh, that was like, you're sitting on my couch. Hang on a second.
You might need to clean.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
It was, yes. Oh, they were so hot.
Yeah,
so hot.
Well done.
Well done to the...
casting. Casting people got one thing right.
That was it. Well, I don't know. Maybe some of them have done blackface. Should we look into it? Let's find out who in the pit crew have done blackface.
Jesus Christ.
No, let's not.
Like our side project, an investigation.
Yeah.
Podcast.
So Maxi won the mini challenge.
Yes. Good.
Which means
You just reminded
I know Maxie's on like this bloody.
I'm like, yay, Maxie. Like, oh no, she went home.
Spoiler
I'm so
alert. So she gets to choose her own manses for the Maxi challenge, which is
make her.
They always have a name, but then I always forget the name of them.
It's Family Resemblance.
Family Resemblance. Well,
Extravaganza.
Yeah.
Eleganza.
Eleganza. Just add that to the end of every, like, it's literally always like, Zoo Eleganza. Like, it's just anything. Banking Eleganza.
Yeah.
That would be all right, actually. But yeah, no, it's just, yeah.
How did you think that she did with assigning the rugby players to each queen?
I think one of the queens said, "Oh, she was pretty fair with this, and she shouldn't have been. She should be more competitive." And I kind of agree.
You reckon?
I think she should have fucked up someone.
But then who?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I think honestly, like, they were all pretty good looking blokes.
Yeah, you couldn't really do wrong. And then that bit where she was like, "Do I choose the hot man or the man who will look like my family resemblance?"
That was so funny.
And to be fair, at that point, I kind of like wasn't like listening properly. Mm-hmm. And then so she's like, I hear this bit where she's like, "What do I do?" And then all I saw on screen was her grab the hot man. And I was like, oh my God, she did go for the hot man. Not realizing she grabbed the hot man to give to ketamine or whoever it was. So yeah, no, I think she did well.
I think so.
We've been bitching about like the show as a whole in some ways, but actually this challenge I thought went spectacularly.
Yes. Like, I think this is my favorite challenge we've had on the whole season.
And it like was the most high quality even.
Yes. Yeah, true.
Like everyone's looks looked polished and like well put together.
And I feel like with
worked.
Other seasons, like in the US one, there's always like one that you're like,
yeah, it's never going to work.
That's a train wreck. Yeah. Like, oh, mate.
And that, to be fair, that could have been Maxie's partner if he was like, I'm not going to shave the beard.
Exactly. Although I think you could have worked into it a little bit. But, you know.
I don't know if RuPaul likes bearded drag queens. It took her long enough to get on board with any other thing other than cis men in dresses. So we don't want to push it too far.
No. She supports trains now.
Oh, she supports the trains. So we're all...
Well, I still can't get over that tweet of the train flag instead of the train flag. It's my favourite thing that's ever
happened.
Anyway.
Yeah. So yes, the Maxi Challenge is gay sports team Falcon? Why does the word Falcon sound wrong coming out of my mouth? Anyway, Falcon Rugby team. And there was that bit where they introduced themselves and they were like, "Oh, I'm Jimmy and I play lock." And like anyone knew what that means.
I know.
What does that mean? Like,
I don't know.
Is it like the chastity like thing?
He holds the lock.
Like, I don't know if you've ever been on that, into that weird world of kink, but
yeah, maybe they'll just...
You can get those little, I don't know why you do it. I'm not into it, but you can lock your little penis up.
Oh, cute.
And someone has...
It's been naughty.
Yeah, no, you just do it for ages, and then you have like a master who has the key. And apparently it's hot, but I'm just like...
How do you pee?
It's got like holes in it.
You just kind of...
You just can't really...
Generally aim.
You just can't do much sexually with it because it's all locked up.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow, I'm so glad we're learning this together today.
Yeah.
Glad. People love it for this whole the thrill, I guess, of someone having the keys to your beard.
I guess so. Yeah.
I don't know.
Next week you're going to make, so I got this fun new belt.
It just seems unsafe. What if, I don't know, what if something happens and you just really need to get it out?
Mine is, what if you had a really bad itch? I'm just like,
oh yeah, somewhere you couldn't get to.
Plus, how do you wear anything? I've got to actually look it up.
No, don't
in the
Google
sense,
it.
No, I'm only curious because I just don't know how it works logistically, and that's going to bother me.
Yeah, well, I can't tell you that either because I've only ever seen what it looks like and not actually understand how it all goes together.
Because is it metal?
I think there's different ones, but I think usually they're metal. Yeah. Or
is it like a leathery? Because I'm like, how do you wear any clothes?
Well, I guess it's pretty. It tucks it away, keeps it nice and.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway.
Glad we were on that path.
Sorry, I don't even know why we went there.
Whoa.
I was just trying to make a joke about playing lock. And so once again, I still don't.
Came from us.
Yeah, and I still don't even know what that means. So.
Oh God! All right.
Yeah. Okay. So then, two of them are also partners. We found out, which is really cute. Love it when they do that because then it's like they get to do it together.
I know, and that's really sweet.
Yeah. And then there was that moment at the end where they're like, one of them was like, I know what he's been through. And was
I
like
know.
crying.
Oh
and
my
I was
God,
like, oh my God, I
stop.
want to know the story.
I know.
Can we just have a spin-off?
Yeah, literally just them.
Just them. As drag queens.
It's just, it's just actually the rugby players' own reality show.
Yeah.
And like, but we actually have to watch rugby. And we're like, oh, no, never mind.
Actually, no.
Never mind.
Yeah, and then there was one of them kept being like, drive it up the guts.
Oh, yeah.
Or something like that. Push it up the guts.
Drive it up the guts.
Drive it up the guts. Which apparently is a football term as well.
That makes sense.
But it does sound like something else in the context of a show about queer stuff.
Yes.
And
well, that's,
how
I think
everyone's always
Scarlett made that joke.
Yes.
And was
And
like, you
then-
know about driving things up the gut? And I was like, ugh, that sounds disgusting.
Like that,
like,
yeah.
that just sounds painful.
And it was clearly like, and that was the one who had the partner as well.
Yeah.
So then I was like, oh, Scarlett's trying to get in here with like, be like the third in this daddy relationship. And then on the runway, he spanked Scarlett's butt as they were walking out. And I was like, oh, this is happening.
Shit, how
This
was that
is
hotel
getting-
room looking that night?
Pretty gut driven, to be
Hopefully,
honest.
Oh, God. No.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm not even going to finish my comment. You
Okay.
can just move right along.
And then all I had written here was Scarlett thought she was going to do really well with him. Like she was like, oh, I only know how to paint my face. So painting it on him, it'll look like me because I only know how to paint my face. And I was like, no, babe, are you listening to what you're saying?
Yeah.
You can only paint your face. So doing someone else's face is a different face.
Yeah, that's different bone structure. I mean, and obviously they were a bit like, I'm just learning your face as I go.
Yeah.
I was like,
Well, that's kind of how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. And
like-
then art was taking a really long time.
oh, yeah, that was the whole thing. And then I think she was getting a bit like, guys, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
She was just coming up like, well, your queens are going to look like shit because they're sitting around for 2 hours. I was like, okay, calm down,
Once she
please.
said that, though, I was kind of like, that's actually pretty logical.
I mean, true.
Like, that's true.
But
She's
also
going to look
her
better then.
poor, like,
Just sitting there like...
mate, yeah, literally like, oh,
do
everyone's
I do
like getting
now?
a drag. This is really
And
fun.
that's true. And that was a comment that Electra, I think, made, was where she was like, even if that is your strategy to like make it look better, like there's no fun and connection there
Yeah.
for your team player.
Exactly.
Sports reference.
Hey.
That's so
Never do that
baseline
again.
sports reference.
Never, ever do that again.
But you know what I mean? Like there wasn't the same fun as everyone else was having because
Yeah.
he just had to sit there and go,
Wait for
great,
his
so my
eyebrows to
eyebrows are drying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
sad.
there was a lot of glue on those eyebrows. It probably did take an hour for them to dry.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And I mean, looked really good in the end. But
It did.
Yeah, so yeah, I thought it was really cute how they all got
Oh,
together
and Maxi and her partner,
Oh,
I cannot handle. Like, every time they're on screen, I was just like, oh my God, that's so nice.
they were really
And like,
cute.
also, I just love Maxi so much. Every time that like she went over to go grab a boy to like give to one of the girls, that sounded out of context. That would have been really a different thing. But like she did this little like feet shuffle, like it's kind of like a oh here we go, and, like oh going over here now, oh just gotta it's just like diddly.
So cute.
Anyway, I just love her.
Yes. Well, we are, as we know, the official Maxi Shield Sam podcast.
Yes,
so
so-
that checks out.
We weren't lying then.
No. But yeah, no, I thought it was like really fun. And so we got Electra had re-reaction.
Oh yep.
Art had craft. Very fun.
Yep.
Maxi had, wait, what?
Silhouette.
Silhouette. I wrote this, I
Silhouette.
read it and I was like, I don't even know what that means. That is so clever.
Yeah, I loved that. Was probably
So clever.
would it be my favorite one? I don't know. They're all very good names.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, ketamine, phetamine, that's funny.
Yep.
Karen with Debbie from reception, funny. Scarlett with Sapphire, that's probably the most boring, but it's still so
you know
works
what?
and checks out.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And easy to work with.
yeah.
You know.
All right, well, let's take a break and then we can nah their runways
yeah.
and nah them as well. No, we won't. Oh no, we'll be only nah them because we like them.
Yes.
Do we?
Whoa,
find out after
next.
the break in this much more properly answered, more structured episode of Tuck Me
Yes.
Dirt. Has it actually been though? I feel like we've just
Structured. We've literally just been talking about chastity belts for like 15 minutes.
And we're back.
Hello.
Hello. Hope you're well rested. Welcome back to this very structured, much more
Yeah.
less drunk episode of Tuck Me Dead, episode 6, which we are doing a recap of RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under, episode 6. Hope you're all having a good time.
Wow.
So before we get back into the show, we've got another structured segment for us all. Sorry.
It's literally it's shutting off my brain.
It's too much.
Like that. I'm like, I have no response. I can't even think of what to say.
Tamisha Iman.
Oh, yeah.
We got an update. Well, so we said we'd have an update this week.
Yeah.
But
we tried.
What happened, Seán?
Well, there's been a bit of back and forth, setting up a time, time differences, time zones.
Yeah, that makes sense,
are
right?
hard, especially if it's like 14 hours or 17 hours different.
Which we don't know which it is because we don't know where she is.
Yeah, when the person you're trying to contact you doesn't exactly say what time zone they're in.
Yeah.
It's a lot of guessing.
It was a lot of guessing. And I remember we had one email with her where I was like, oh, does this work for you? Is this your time? And then she was like, yeah, this is the time now. So then I worked it out and was like, she's 14 hours difference.
Yep.
And then we're like a little bit back and forth. She's a busy woman though.
Busy. Got to make that coin.
Yeah. And so then we worked out a time, which was midday for us on Saturday. And which for her was 10 p.m. Well, yeah. 12:30 here, 10:30 there.
PM, yeah.
PM.
On a Friday
Well, that's
night.
what we thought.
Yep.
But then she emailed being like, I'm actually in transit to somewhere going through states. So can you set up the Zoom link and I'll just come in?
Yep.
And then I set it up and then we waited half an hour and she never showed up.
We literally got stood up.
We got ghosted by Tamisha Iman from the Tamisha Iman Network.
And I was saying that it was feeling like very catfishy, like when you set up like you finally set up to finally meet someone and then you get stood up at the place and you're like, are they real? Like we've not really interacted with them personally other than one pre-recorded video. And
it's fully her. It's real. Just.
But I was like, I'm getting catfish on the phone. Imagine that. But then, I got catfished by Tamisha Iman.
But then that was my thing. I was like, oh, so you're going through states, and I was like, hang on. What time zone are you in then? I don't even understand.
Are you going from
are you
east
major?
To west?
Are you what's happening
north
there?
To south?
Because she just didn't show up and didn't reply.
Yep.
And then I was like, oh shit, is it actually this time for you, or have we got this off by a couple of hours or something? Anyway, eventually, she replied with nothing, just except for I think I missed it. Sorry. Can I zoom this in? No, I can't.
No, you can actually see it.
Oh, that did not work. It doesn't let me zoom. It just says, I think I missed it, sorry.
No.
So that's our Tamisha Iman update that we got ghosted and I don't really know what happened. And then I kind of want to be like,
it's all right.
Should we read?
Just send us an email.
I'm just going to be like, when are you free next? Just honestly, I want to talk to this woman.
Yeah, it's true. We want to have the face to face.
Yeah. But there's been a lot of drama surrounding her as well recently.
Oh, has there?
Oh, in the sense of I don't know, I think fans have just been attacking her about the Tamisha Iman Network.
Oh, okay,
There's been a lot of stuff online where she's been like, fucking RuPaul's Drag Race fans are fucking awful. I should never read the fans' comments and all this kind of stuff. And yeah, so there's been a lot of people, and I think it was because of that whole the subscription thing, but she was putting stuff on the internet anyway for free.
Yeah.
She's now released all this Pride merch, and everyone's a bit like, oh, you're just trying to make money off this thing, and so she's online social media really. She's not having a great time with people.
Okay. So maybe she's like, I don't want to talk to these guys anyway.
Yeah, so I don't know if she's a bit office or something now or what's going on, but anyway, we'll keep you updated. Yeah. I'm going to continue to email her.
Maybe we'll have chatted to her by the end of the season.
Maybe that's the goal. By the end of the season, we will have had a face-to-face and we'll know what's going on. And until then,
we'll have no idea what's going on.
Maybe she did her research and she was like, these guys bitched about me.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe she'll continue to do a review.
But in a loving way.
We're just talking about news.
Yeah.
I don't know.
God.
I'm very confused about this whole thing. Anyway.
Yeah.
Back to episode 6 of RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under.
Show.
What? All right. We're on the runway now.
No, we're in the studio.
Oh my God, you were just being...
Can you tell it's a Sunday afternoon?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So we're on the runway.
And now it's time for...
Yeah, nah, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So now it's time for yeah, nah, 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 yeah, yeah. For the runway. Firstly, before we get into that, RuPaul's look.
Wow.
I loved it. Don't get me
it.
wrong, but she looked like I think it was Sonique in the Christmas Drag Race special.
Oh.
Did the same vibe. Like it gave me like she was gonna be like, I don't want to love for Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was that what she was going for?
I don't know.
But like, I don't know.
Fun.
It was fun.
Yeah. It looked like it would be so uncomfortable, but also so comfortable. Because like it's tight.
Oh yeah, like,
and like
you'd be like
probably
in it
very
like
structured,
this,
but like that material and stuff would be
though.
so soft and like.
Yeah, you're right. I get you.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, someone wrote something being like, "Is RuPaul just like pretty much like I don't care about the Australian Drag Race. I'm just gonna wear whatever the fuck I want on this season because I'm living it for it."
RuPaul's kind of started going down this track of more outlandish outfits. Since like last season of the US?
I think it was the last season. There was definitely one where we started getting lots of legs, remember? Yes. And we were like, "This the legs are legs. Like, the legs are out."
Yeah, this is a lot of leg from RuPaul. I don't think I've seen her in a bodysuit.
True. Surely. But
yeah, I'm like, there must be another time where she has. But like usually it's like the bodysuit, but it's got like a little skirt.
Yes, but you're right. This is the first time it was very like, this is literally just a bodysuit, dolls.
Michelle's like, I hate it.
That's just a bodysuit with some stuff stuck to it. Honestly. Red. So, yeah, nah, too. No. So, yes, this week we've got obviously our family drag resemblance queens. So, we've kind of got like double the looks to
true.
to
oh my god,
about.
fun.
But yeah, so I don't even know who was first because for reference, guys, we usually look at the runway, but I don't think they ever did a shot where you saw literally everyone on the runway because that studio is so small that I'm convinced they judged them in two separate lots and cut it together.
Maybe. Yeah,
actually. So we'll start with...
Kid Amin was first.
Kid Amin was first, good. I'm glad you remember.
I can half remember. Actually, no, I can remember.
Okay, great. Let's take us through it then.
So up first we had Ketamine and Phetamine.
Look how structured this is, guys. Look at us doing things properly. Yes.
And now place your answer in this part of the podcast.
This was a full-on nah yeah.
Nah yeah.
Amazing.
This is
Kida
so
smashed
good.
It.
She
face, she did the faces so well.
the face.
Just the face.
The face lips.
The face. The face. This part of the face. She did and did it in a way that was family resemblance, but still looked like it wasn't like identical clone. It was beautiful. I like the whole spotty stripe different vibe.
Yeah, that was very fun.
I'm trying to recall they came out in a very similar jacket then revealed, right?
I think
something like that.
Yeah, there was a reveal. Yeah.
Yeah, so they took this jacket off and then it was like the spots and stripes. I really liked it.
Me too. That's
she smashed it.
To say.
Yeah.
Well done. And I really like those earrings.
Oh, yeah.
Can we get these outfits?
Yeah.
Oh my god, can we?
We look cute.
We would look cute.
What do you want, the spots or the stripes?
I kind of want the spotty one.
Okay, yeah, I can go. I have so many stripes, so I'm happy to go stripes. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Moving along, we had Electroshock and Reaction.
So I said I liked all of the looks, so I do. I think everyone was impressive, but because we're now going to compare them and we got to, I would say nah to this one.
Oh.
Just based on everyone else's.
Okay. Yep.
Individually, I fucking still think it looks great.
Yeah. I'm just going to do my own thing and say...
You can do your own thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
I really liked it, but watching it a second time, I realised there was a detail that really bothered me, which was the fact that, so like they're all purple, blah, 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 but their legs are just normal stockings. And I was like, it really broke the illusion. And I was like, if the legs were also purple, then I would have been like...
Wait, who? These two?
These two.
Oh, we're talking about the wrong... Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Oh my God.
I've been talking about
okay, we'll start your answer
the whole
again.
time. Oh, no, I like theirs. Not yet, sorry. No, I liked it. Yeah.
Just like...
Sorry.
I can't remember.
I've been talking about art and craft the whole time. I don't know why my brain just did that. I'm so sorry.
That's right. That's right.
What did I even say? Was it that vague it kind of worked?
I think so.
Great, let's leave this in.
I'm surprised by it, but you do your own thing.
Oh, no. Yeah, so I think theirs is awesome. I like the spacey vibes. Yeah. Sorry, I just fucked this up. Wow. We almost did so well. I fucked it. My only thing that I would flag, although, I guess everyone else, I don't know.
Obviously, the makeup was a bit.
Well, what I said last night as well to everyone was there's this kind of like trope in, especially like Marvel films, where there's people of color and they are never actually just people of color. They become like aliens and they're like they've always got different colored skin.
Yeah.
And it was kind of giving me that vibe. And I get why she might have done it just to be like, we do have different skin tones. So I'm going to paint you purple, but it also does give me that kind of like removing their like back, like their race kind of thing, which is, I don't know. No, for Drag Race, it's fine.
Yeah, I get the point. Yeah, and like,
but in a context when you see these films where you're like, oh, so we have some black actors in this. Oh, but they're all green aliens. You're like, come on, we can do better than that.
Yeah, I was thinking about this look in the sense of I reckon she pre-planned that they were going to be purple no matter what.
Oh, okay.
I think is really smart.
Well, it is really smart
because like all of these outfits seemed like they were all pre-planned.
Yeah,
they knew you were doing like this look, so she's like, well, I might not have the correct paint, and rather than bringing like a bunch of extra stuff to because you never know who you're going to get. And
true, then that way you're giving yourself a perfect base, right? Because you know that it's going to be the same skin tone even if it's purple. Yeah. So yeah, that is really clever.
What? Like it was a concept. It wasn't like we're just going to be purple because I don't know what else to do.
Yeah. They look like cool little sexy space waiters.
I really like the hair. They do look like little. I would go to that restaurant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fun. Is that all you got to say now?
Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna pay attention more.
All right. Up next we have, I'm pretty sure it was Maxi Shield and Silhouette.
Wonderful. Simple, like the judges said, but it's a nah yeah for me.
I say it's a nah yeah from me too. Obviously
it's
Michelle's
really
pulling up those like nitpicky details. Like she did with Jojo Soho in
the very first
episode with like just seeing a bit of the wig and was like, I could see that from all the way back here. And I was like, I didn't even fucking notice. And I'm like, we're watching it on a screen, like that's close to our faces. Insane.
She must have like really crazy eyes.
Really good vision. She got those glasses and she's like, I can see everything. But yeah, I really liked the silhouette because I thought it was just so ridiculous.
Yeah.
They look like little marshmallows.
Yeah, no, I think it's a really cute silhouette.
Yeah, and I don't understand why she's like, we're missing hair. And I was like, but I thought need hair. I thought the hair was like, the illusion of hair was the drapey bits. Yeah. Coming from the headpiece.
Yes, and when you do have like a head wrap like that, usually you don't see the hair. That's the whole point of the fucking head wrap. It's such a good vibe.
What do you want?
You don't need hair in that one. Yeah.
What do you want? What happened to bald queens?
Exactly. Yeah, so I just
Why did you want to get rid of Maxi so bad, Michelle? What did she do?
Yeah.
How did she wrong you? Wrong.
Is it the lime green? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, maybe she saw green. She was like, get her off the stage.
Like I can see getting red for it being simple, but I think it's just really effective. And she kind of like looks a little bit like, this is gonna be a weird left field reference. Do you remember that like show on kids TV called Boo Bar?
No.
Okay. Well,
I reckon if I saw it, maybe.
Any Boo Bar fans out there?
No, so Boo Bar audience.
This is for the Boo Bar stands. I think it's a British show. So if you're in Australia or England, you might know it, and anyone else will be lost. And they were like these little marshmallowy little alien things, and they lived in like the little pod thing, and they'd fly out, and the theme song was like Boo Bar. And basically, this is not going to be good for the podcast, but anyone watching this on YouTube, they were like this. Their heads would like sink into their like bodies.
Okay.
And then they'd be like, oh, and it was this really cute.
I want to Google it.
Well, you Google that.
I'm going to see what your impression, how good that was.
That's not great.
No, I'm looking at it.
This shirt's too tight to even.
What? Is that it? These?
No, that's wrong. Hang on. That's.
These.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, God.
That's actually really drag if you think about it. They're so sparkly.
Yeah, wow.
Anyway, look up Boo Bar.
But you've got to, okay. But it's not the first thing you Google. It's BOOHBAH.
Okay. Well,
just for those who's so curious.
And now that I'm looking at them, there's not really a reference there.
No, I kind of get it. It's like the colours. That's it.
All right, who's up next?
up next, we have art and craft.
Well,
Simone.
you go because I already talked about art.
No, we can refresh.
Okay, once again, reiterating. I like their looks, but yeah, compared to everyone else's, I can see why they got red. So that's a nah from me.
Yeah, nah for you. I'm gonna say nah. I don't know why, but every time I saw it, I was like, no.
They look like.
But I think the colors are really fun.
Yeah.
But I do agree. Like, I know that she was trying to be like, I didn't want to make a carbon copy of myself, blah blah blah. And it's like, I get that, but you could have done similar to Ketamine, where it's like the same kind of outfit, but it's a different vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like, I mean, I guess that's pretty much what everyone else did, but you know, like,
I think she tried too hard.
A disconnect between like the thong dress and the corset thing.
Yeah, I think she tried too hard to not do a carbon copy. That she was like, okay, well, they're different colors now. Okay, well, they're actually different types of corsets. Okay, and it's just like, well, at this point,
like
there's no family
you need something
resemblance.
to like bring it together. Like if
they look like they could be in the same K-pop group, but
sure. Or like some weird retro futuristic TV show that the aliens are also in, but
yeah, I don't know who's the bad guys or the good guys in this.
Yeah,
the purple skinned ones have to be the bad guys, I assume. That's just how it goes.
Because they're different.
Jeez. Oh god. But yeah, no, it just was too far removed.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
you know,
I mean, yeah, okay.
You know. But great job with the makeup. I have to give kudos for that. Yeah. And like she looked, she did such a good job. Like they look great. They look really, really good. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Moving straight along. Scarlett and Sapphire Adams.
Yes. I think pretty simple.
It was pretty simple. I do have to be like, I do want to give a little bit of like a, like they were like, it's so simple. And she did mention that she like handmade it that day.
Oh, okay. So she actually made it.
She actually made it.
In that, yeah.
I was a bit like, oh, but like, I guess you did like custom make it. But also like, yeah, obviously like it's quite simple.
Yeah. Well, I say it's a nah, yeah. I like it.
You like it?
It was a very simple concept of fire, blah, 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 and it's just the blue. Yeah. But it worked. It was family resemblance.
That's fair. Yeah.
And I don't know if this is rude to the partner, Sapphire, but probably the hardest challenge because looks the most mask.
Yeah, true.
And still did a really good job though.
That's true. Yeah.
Or did she do a terrible job? And because she's the only one I'm looking at going, oh, looks kind of still very masked.
I mean, true.
But I'm pretty sure he was just like the biggest, tallest bloke, right?
I think so.
He was like the 2 meter one.
Oh shit.
Or something.
That's tall.
Anyway,
I'm actually gonna say nah.
Oh, okay.
Different answer. Crazy. I just. It's the whole like. I've seen it so many times for these challenges.
I get ya.
And I was like, it didn't excite me at all. Like at all. But
that's fair.
I like the hair.
Okay.
Maybe I was a bit like, it didn't do Sapphire justice, and that's my birthstone.
Yes.
And so I'm deeply offended.
Aha. Well, that's certainly a way to look at it, I guess.
Yeah. But like, yeah. Anyway, that's all I have to say.
Well, I work in an office, so Karen from finances offended me. No, they're our last couple.
Yes, Karen from finance and
Debbie
from
reception. Good name.
Fun. I thought that was really fun.
It's a very clever way to do the family resemblance, and you've got something to jump on from there. Yes. I think that's very clever. But as the judges said, she's just like a carbon copy.
Yeah.
So
I think
so it's a yeah and nah. No, it's a nah, yeah. I'm sorry. It looks good, but it just yeah.
I'm the same. It's a nah, yeah for me. But yeah, I think she could have pushed it so much further. Yeah. Like the outfit is good, well done. But like Karen and Debbie would not like just exactly the same.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Because they're like in different departments.
Yes.
Right?
I also think when I hear Debbie from reception, I always think reception. I think like someone a bit younger. And I think Karen from finance is kind of like she's been there for years. Like she is like the heart of this company. So I was like, it'd be better if it was like Debbie from HR.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you got Karen Finance and Debbie from HR.
That's clever.
I think
I like that.
I would have.
And like have her younger or?
Oh, no,
the receptionist would be the
HR lady.
HR ladies are typically old.
I have no idea. Sorry if you're a HR person or from finance.
No, I totally get it.
Literally like, oh, that's so, I'm literally 20 years old.
But like she could have literally done different wigs and stuff as well, because she actually has more of an advantage, weirdly, in the sense of she has this kind of like storyline with her character that she could actually just have done someone with a different hairstyle and a different face and worn like a different outfit, but like just had elements that were similar, and they still would have been like, Family Resemblance, like fine.
Totally.
Like,
and get rid of the glasses, because that really like, I still don't know what they look like in drag.
Yeah, exactly.
And well, I don't understand when they were like,
or take them off at least.
Literally, when they were getting critiqued, and RuPaul was like, I just can't see the drag. But when I was like, well, then ask them to take off the glasses if you want to see it that bad.
Or if I was Karen, I would have been like, here, look now.
Yeah. Are they attached?
Yeah.
Are they hot glued to their face?
Maybe.
Maybe.
No, I don't know. Yeah, I agree. I think it should have just been like, remove it a little bit away, like further away, so it's not a carbon copy.
Yeah.
And like, you know, she's a receptionist, have her like a little headpiece, or
play
even if
into
she
it a
just
bit
has
more.
a phone with her, or I don't know.
I think that
something that
you're
makes her more look like she's from that department.
Yes, true. While also dressing the same.
Well, yeah, I mean, you work in the same place, so you could have like little.
I just assume like they'd be best friends. So like, you know, like when you're like really close to them, you kind of start dressing very similarly.
Yep.
So I think like that.
Yeah, it was a bit of a miss there, but it was still really good. So, you know, I like everyone did so well. I was so impressed.
Yeah, actually, this
so
is probably the best Family Resemblance challenge I've seen.
Yeah.
Or maybe not the best, because there have been like
but there's definitely ones where there's been far worse people.
Yes, I wasn't like upset with anything here.
Yeah. And then also on Karen, there was a point where she was like, I think I'm going to be in the top after I got judged. And I was like, babe, did you hear anything on the runway?
What?
She's delusional sometimes. She was like,
I'm doing so well in this competition.
She's probably just trying to manifest at this point. She's like, I've been like not doing that well. And I'm like, I'm going to be in the top this week. I'm going to be in the top. But like, she was just like, I was like, no, babe. Like, I thought you were going to be in the bottom.
Yeah.
But like, obviously not. It was Maxi and Scarlett instead.
I know.
Although I was really calling it as... Who was I calling it as? I was actually calling it as Art and Maxi in the bottom, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there was a few close ones.
But yeah. Oh, sorry. There's this theory that someone sent to me on TikTok. It could have been you.
Yeah.
Someone sent it to me on TikTok. And there's this apparent theory going around that the reason why they brought back Art and the reason why Art is actually doing well / whatever is because they want Art to... I don't know if this is what they said, but this is where my brain took me anyway, is theoretically what's going to happen is they brought Art in so then Art can win this season, and then next season RuPaul doesn't have to return. So RuPaul and Michelle only do the first season of Down Under to start it off.
Okay.
And then from season 2 onwards, Art Simone is the RuPaul.
Oh God.
And then they can justify it by, rather than it being like, oh, Art's just like running it, because it would have never have picked up if she was just doing it from the get-go.
Okay.
But then if she wins...
Like so...
Yeah, but then if she wins, you go, oh, she's the first winner, so now she's the host kind of vibe, right?
I don't think anyone would want her to be the host.
No.
I don't know, like, anyway, I just don't see, like, But that's a whole... that's a whole thing.
Look into that.
That's not the theory that I heard.
Oh, what? You heard a different theory?
I did hear a different theory.
There's lots of theories going around.
We're laying them out on the table. Theory number 2.
Okay.
I had someone tell me that they read or heard that, again, just a theory, that around the time... Okay, so when Art got eliminated, the whole, like... all the stuff about Scarlett came out. Yeah. And then they saw that she was doing well. And so, like, oh, we can't let her win. Oh. So we'll bring back Art because she will do well. She just had a bad week that time. And we're like, we know that she can get through to, like, top 3 and push her out. And then
push her out. Interesting.
Again, just a theory.
Huh. I mean, that would be clever.
Yeah.
But no, then wouldn't you just boot Scarlett off the show anyway? Anyway, whatever.
Exactly. We were so close, weren't we? Oh, mate. Anyway. Another, for the bottom, obviously there's this whole thing between, like, Scarlett and Elektra. Yeah. And Elektra just fucking hates her. Yeah. And I love this energy. It's
good.
If the only reason I would have wanted Elektra to be in the bottom
Oh, so
because she would have
yes,
won.
but then I'm going to jump off that and add on to that that's why Scarlett didn't go home. So then next week or something, they'll produce it so that Scarlett and Elektra end up in the bottom again together. Elektra gets her moment to smash her. Then no one really cares because Scarlett's been in the bottom twice now. So they go, she's time to go home. Everyone's happy. Art Simone wins and hosts next season. No. Anyway, just some theories, guys.
Just theories again.
Yeah, so this was really upsetting, especially after last week's episode of being like, Scarlett, we're not fans.
Yeah.
To then still continue to just smash it in this, like, in RuPaul's eyes, it is. And just be like, yep, you're staying. I'm like, really? And Maxi had so much to offer. Maxi, I'm such an advocate. Maxi is so good at so many things.
Yep.
Like, was so good with different looks, smashed every single one of them, was like at a peak there.
Yeah. And like
was winning.
Great attitude. Brought just like such a lovely presence to the workroom as well. Like she's been that person that's like, I'm listening to you. Yeah. And
now we're gonna
that. Now what? We just got everyone being like, meh.
We're just here because contractually we have to be now.
And then, except for Kidda, because she's just like,
Kid is still a bit of fun.
I can now that Anita's gone, I can actually see that they are quite good friends because I can see like those shared mannerisms between the two of them, like just some of the things that she says or how she acts. I'm like, oh yeah, that just reminds me of like Anita a little bit. And yeah, that's nice.
I forgot that they were like a duo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
We should go see them sometime.
Oh, that would be fun.
Nice.
Oh, well, Work the World or whatever. Like, they're doing a big show in Canberra.
Yes.
With all the queens.
So.
Did we get tickets?
No.
Did
the tickets still have
support your drag queens. We're like, oh, I totally forgot to buy tickets.
No, but it sold out like so quickly.
Yeah.
Did it sell out? I don't
well,
think
tell us as it did. No.
I remember being excited to go. Yeah. I just didn't do anything about it. Anyway, so how do we do, guys? Was that more structured? You happy now?
Did we get everything right?
Did we get it right? Let us know in the comments.
Except for that one little stumble, but that's fine.
That was a bad stumble, though.
That's fine.
Fuck.
It's fine. We're fine.
Yeah. No.
Is there anything else you guys want to say?
Yeah, let us know. Yeah, you can still catch us on all the things. Please comment, review, whatever. Review on Apple Podcasts. Comment on the YouTube, on our Instagram, and we'll read out your comments.
Yeah.
Even if they're abusive. No, that's just
we'll be crying while we do it.
But yeah, no, I'm excited. Can't remember what the promo was for next week. What's next week?
Next week, Raven's in it.
Oh, well, that's all I care. That's it. I saw Raven and then my brain.
We were like, cool.
Yeah, that's it.
And Michelle has straight hair. That's all I remember.
That's all we took from that. And that's fair. Yeah. So next week, the mini challenge is Raven and the maxi challenge is Michelle has straight hair.
And we
can't wait to join you for that on this recap podcast called Tuck Me Dead, which is us. I'm Sean, this is Seán, and that is the end of the podcast. Thank you. The end.
And then next week we'll start again with an apology.
Until then,
everything that we did. So join us next week. We'll see you then. Can't wait.
This is a Gourmet Media podcast.